Chapter 1 will explore some of the technology and music styles that contributed to rock and roll's evolution. Most importantly was the development of commercial radio broadcasts. The programs consisted of variety shows, talk shows, game shows, and music, but only mainstream popular music. Country and western music and rhythm and blues were not played on pop stations. Music programs were live broadcasts of bands and singers. It was considered unethical to play recorded music, which is a bit similar to audiences' reactions to autotune and lip syncing today. By the late 1940s, companies were focused on the new media, television. Another early influence was the assembly line style of songwriting initially created in music publishing centers like Tin Pan Alley in New York. Here, songwriters created hit after hit for the booming sheet music market. A standard song form that is still used today is often credited with beginning in Tin Pan Alley. It is AABA song form. The A sections represent repeated sections, while the B section represents a contrasting section. By the 1940s, the popular music broadcast on radio was big band music, which often highlighted ballad singers like Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra. The songs they sang were often Tin Pan Alley songs, which now are considered part of the American songbook. The lyrics were very broadly appealing and contained wholesome themes. Some of the regional styles that contributed to the birth of rock and roll can be found in country and western music and the blues. Firmly in the country and western category is Jimmie Rodgers, who is considered the first country music star. He had numerous nicknames, but one, the Singing Brakeman, associated Jimmy with the rural, hard-working, stereotypical listener of this music. Nashville, Tennessee became the center of country and western music production, and it remains so to this day. Emerging from the Nashville scene is young Hank Williams. He quickly became one of the most popular country and western musicians of all time. Williams died at the age of 30 due to heart failure. His young death shook up the country and western community. The blues is by far one of the most significant contributing music styles to rock and roll. Rural blues artists began to move to populous urban cities like Chicago in order to find work. Chess Records, out of Chicago, was the first independent label to record this new blues, now called rhythm and blues, which was still played on only select radio broadcasts, never on mainstream pop stations. By the 1950s, the new rhythm and blues, a catch-all title for music with a vast amount of styles, was viewed as illicit, obscene, and harmful. The image of the rebel began to appear in popular films, and many communities banned this music entirely, both from broadcasts and live performances. The next chapter will investigate the rise and success of early rock and roll.